What's up, family? What's up? What's up? It's your boy, the Urban Sports Guru, and NFL playoffs are going to be live in full swing this weekend. We have the division round where shit gets critical. It's just going to get real critical this weekend. I'm going to give you my picks right now for the division round of the NFL playoffs, starting with the Indianapolis Colts going to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. I've been waffling on this game. I admit, I have been waffling on this game back and forth, not really knowing which way to go because there's points on each side. I think the easy money is on the Colts. I believe that. I think the easy money's on the Colts. They have so many things going for them right now. Their offensive line is playing excellent football. Probably right now, the teams in the playoff, they probably have the best offensive line. You have Andrew Luck. Do I need to say anything else? And their defense, a bunch of no names, are balling right now. But I just think about all year what I kept hearing. We kept hearing all year about Kansas City? Of course, Patrick Mahomes is going to be the MVP. Is just this wonder kid who their worst loss this year was by 7 points. I say this again for a fact, their worst loss this year was 38-31 against the Seahawks. So in their worst loss of the year, they scored 31 points. Now we know their defense is horrible. They can rush the passer, that's about it. 3 good pass rushers, but they don't defend the run. And if they don't get home to the quarterback, their secondary is horrible. Other than Eric Berry, who's coming back from an injury, if he's able to play, nobody there is any good by NFL standards. We know this, but all we kept hearing all year, how tough it is to beat them at Arrowhead. This is what we kept hearing all year. If they get home field advantage, guess what? The Chiefs have home field advantage. And what scares me about this game is Patrick Mahomes, this is his first year as a starter. He played one game last year at the end of the season. Started one game. Andy Reid wanted to see what he had. But this is his first year as a starter, so he's essentially a rookie. And he's kind of like Dan Marino when he threw 49 touchdowns. This kid threw 50. Just this wonder kid, and we have yet to see him look like a rookie. I mean, he to me is the most talented quarterback in the league. That distinction always used to go to Aaron Rodgers. I don't think A-Rod gets that distinction anymore. That's just me. You could bait that if you want. Let me know what you feel in the comments. But my thing is, we have yet to see him look like a rookie. We have yet to see him have any kind of rookie growing pains. Any kind of, he's a young quarterback, he's bound to make that mistake. These kind of things normally happen in the playoffs. And I think, the more and more I keep thinking about it, he's going to have a moment or two in this game, even if he puts up 30 points, which I think he will, where he looks like a rookie. And that moment or two is going to be what costs him the win in this game. Because of the fact Andrew Luck, they're going to score plus 30. They're going to score against that shitty Kansas City defense. They're going to score. But that moment or two that Patrick Mahomes looks mortal is going to be what costs them the game. So I am taking the Colts in this game. I'm taking the Colts. Next, we have the Cowboys versus the Rams. Now, I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again. This is on Sean McVay. You have the entire fucking NFL copying after him when, in all actuality, he has yet to do a goddamn thing. He has yet to do a damn thing. Oh, what? Because you had 2 good regular seasons? He has yet to do a goddamn thing. And I'm putting it on him because I'm not I've been saying this for weeks now. I'm not optimistic about Todd Gurley. I want to be wrong because honestly, If Todd Gurley's healthy, to me, this game is not even difficult to pick. I take the Rams and I don't ask no questions. But all he's done is made things easier for Todd Gurley, which then will help Jared Goff. This is where I say it's going to be on Sean McVay to show me what he really got. Show me what you could really come up with. Because I don't think Todd Gurley's going to be that guy. And it has nothing to do with the Dallas defense. The man has had 2 ACL surgeries and now has had knee problems. Once again, I've been saying this for weeks now. I hope I'm wrong. I hope when I do my reaction video that I can say, damn, I'm glad he was healthy and he ran for 150 yards and the Cowboys lose. That's the important thing. I want to be able to say this. But goddamn it, I just don't trust it. But right now, Sean McVay got to do something. Because we all know how he makes the calls at the line for Jared Goff. Now, Jared Goff this year threw for 32 touchdown passes. 32. And most of people attribute that to Sean McVay. Now, furthermore, about the Rams, you have Aaron Donald who had 20.5 sacks last year. Having Dominic and Sue had 4.5, but he's been playing out of position because he's splitting time at defensive tackle with Michael Brockers, who has 2 sacks. They make a trade to bring Dante Fowler in so he can get an edge rusher in. And for the Rams, he's only had 1 sack. So, to me, this is all about Sean McVay and Wade Phillips. You have the talent. Preseason, he was calling this a super team. I know when I look at the X's and O's on this, Dallas should be a favorite. As much as I hate them, I'll say it right here live on air, Dallas should be a favorite. But goddamn it, you motherfucking Rams better win this game. I'm taking the Rams. And when they win, I'm going to sing "Oh Happy Day." Because that means the Cowboys lost. Now, moving on to Sunday. Sunday's games. Early 1 o'clock, we have the Chargers versus the Patriots. As y'all know, I picked the Chargers in the preseason to make it to the Super Bowl. I'm not wavering off that shit now. Not now. Not happening. I'm still riding with them. For not just because I picked them. Just looking at it from a football perspective. I think the Chargers are far more talented. But it's not the first time the Patriots have been against a team that has more talent than them. The difference is the Patriots before used to be opportunistic on defense. Even years when they had bad defenses. Like in 2011, they went to the Super Bowl playing my Giants. They had a horrible ranked defense that year. I think they was like ranked 30th. The defense was ranked 30th that year. But you look at them in the playoffs that year, they were opportunistic. Because teams were afraid to play against the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? Because Belichick, and Belichick knows how to scheme guys, put them in the right position, etc. But he at least has certain kind of talent. They don't have that anymore. They don't have that talent in the front seven. Their talent is in the secondary with Gilmore and the McCourty boys. That's where their talent is. And offensively, and as I'm watching all this shit today, this is why I got to give credit to Anthony Lynn. Anthony Lynn made an adjustment against Baltimore because he played them a couple of weeks beforehand. He didn't put a bunch of slow linebackers. He put a bunch of defensive backs in the game. Guys that can be able to run with Lamar Jackson. That's 7 defensive backs. And that adjustment, blitzing from different angles and all of that, confused them. They could run with them. They shut down their run game. I keep hearing, if they come out in that personnel against the Patriots, they're going to run it right down their throat. Well, they're not going to come out in that personnel. That was a special. That's what the playoffs are for. You come out with a special game plan for that particular opponent. Now, the only way the Patriots win this game is if they rush for more than 200 yards, which is the one thing you could probably do against San Diego if San Diego isn't on their game. But Los Angeles Chargers, coming into this game, knowing that's the one way they can win, their linebackers are going to be in that lineup. They're going to be in that lineup. And all you got to do is force third downs. Because if you force third downs, you're able to force some third downs. Then you got to deal with Bosa. Then you got to deal with Ingram. That's going to be a problem for Tom Brady and company. That's going to be a real fucking problem. Now, we'll say I think the week off is going to give Rob Gronkowski some bounce in his legs, and he might be making some plays, might make a play or two out there. I think he might. But I don't see them being able to do that enough to score with the way the Chargers can score. However, the Chargers have shown this year to have a way of playing up to competition, but also playing down to competition. So many of their games have been ridiculously close. So even teams that they've been so far more talented against have gone down to the wire and they've pulled it out. This is how I anticipate this game being, with the Chargers winning the game late. Chargers are going to win this game. Last but definitely not least, Philadelphia Eagles versus the New Orleans Saints. Now, I said last week, the winner of the Bears Eagles game will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl, and I stand by that. I think Nick Foles' magic will continue. The one thing that gives me a little cause to pause is Sean Payton did a smooth move this week. Brought out 200 racks, and he brought out 200 racks, Super Bowl ring, as motivation to the rest of the players. Like, yo, this is what we do this for, and I respect the hell out of it. It was a smooth move. I liked it very much. I respect the hell out of it. Now there's been a lot of shit in Philly as of late with Carson Wentz and Nick Foles. I'm just going to point this out for y'all. Carson Wentz a few weeks ago went down to New Orleans and they got blown out by 40. 41 points to be exact. 48-7. Nick Foles goes in there and wins. Y'all better stop hating on Nick Foles. Nick Foles goes in there, New Orleans, in the playoffs, and wins. Y'all need to stop this Nick Foles hate. The reason why I think Philly is going to win, not just because of what I said last week, I think they're going to win for this. What I've noticed with New Orleans ever since the Dallas game, Drew Brees is been getting hit a lot more. He's been getting hit because they don't have receivers that's going to break press coverage. Now, in the first game, it wasn't Michael Thomas. It was some of those other guys. Are those other guys going to be able to show out come playoff time? Because if you double cover Michael Thomas, those other guys, they're more liable to do it at home, which they'll be. But can they do it with the lights on in the playoffs? And let's also take in consideration that Philadelphia secondary is playing much better football now than what they were doing then. So, Drew Brees is getting hit a lot more. And he's getting hit a lot more because he has to hold the ball. He's holding the football longer. The strength of that Philadelphia defense is still that front line. I think Fletcher Cox is going to be a problem. If Dallas, their front line, can give them so many problems, Philly is going to give them problems. Dallas doesn't have a defensive tackle like Fletcher Cox. They don't. Now, Tank Lawrence is a beast, but guess what? So is Michael Bennett. And all the rest of the rushers that the Eagles have. Number 55, his name, who made the strip sack against Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Brandon Graham. Him. Chris Long. They got a bunch of guys that can get after the quarterback. And I think they're going to... I really, truly think they're going to make life hell for Drew Brees. I really do. I really, truly do. Nick Foles' magic will not end this weekend. They will go inside of the Superdome and get a win. That is my take. These are my picks. Let me know what you think. Holla at your boy, your Urban Sports Guru. Appreciate it. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Follow me on IG. Salute.